will feed into Cloud9. So I'm going to hop over to the draft since we're underway here. How's it going so far?
Well, first pick, first ban went over to Slyp League. They're going to deny the Li Ming. Butter Chicken denying the Zool, one of Zool's best maps, of course. Thrall going to be the first pick here for Slyp League, getting a solid solo laner, and Butter Chicken going to spawn with Zagara and Greymane.
So we haven't seen a lot of Zagara. She's been falling off quite a bit, but with these teams that are newer, a lot of times it comes down to comfort picks. What? Oh my God.
Okay.
We in there, boys.
We're starting off hard, boys. This is, we're not messing around. Chen being picked up here from Slyp League. We do see Chen sometimes on maps like Dragonshire.
Usually a last pick.
Usually a last pick. Not before mid-tier bans. But I'm excited to see what they plan on doing with this Chen. Is this just a warrior they're comfortable on, or they have something synergistically in plan? But Slyp League gonna go ahead and pick up the Sylvanas as well, which to the point today that we were seeing in Gold League, the Chinese teams have started first picking Sylvanas.
Yes.
Showing that her rise in the meta has been explosive.
She's starting to become a problem, for sure.
Yeah, she is really good right now.
Now we go to the next bans. Butter Chicken with 2 damage dealers could ban a support and then pick one up after the ban from Slyp League. If they want to ban like an Uther for Divine Shield. But they want to ban more damage. So they're looking at Kael'thas.
Well, Kael'thas would be a solid ban here. Very powerful hero right now. Very hard to play, though. I think Kael'thas is one of the first heroes in a while the new iteration of Kael'thas, rather, the first heroes in a while that we've had that is mechanically more difficult to play, and that relies on him being successful or not.
Hitting those gravity lapses.
Hitting those gravity lapses. Your positioning is very key as you don't have mobility.
Right.
Compared to Li Ming, where it's very easy to land the combo, you spam it constantly. Plus, she has the mobility. Kael'thas is very slow, very clunky, and everything relies on him landing his skill shot. Which, if you don't, it has a significantly longer cooldown.
Uther will be the ban for Slyp League. Now Butter Chicken have 2 picks. Still need a support. Still need their warrior. They have damage. They're looking at Tassadar. Tassadar, of course, provides a lot more vision. And they're going to do the Tassadar-Tyrande combination that we see a lot of teams doing. It fills the support role. You get a lot of safe stopping of the channeling for the tributes. And they're going to have so much vision. Between Zagara, Tassadar, and Tyrande, they have completely controlled who has the vision in this game.
Yeah, and Tyrande, what we've been seeing, whether it's the auto build or the owl build, Tyrande's been putting up some insane numbers lately. Though I do feel with this composition, Tyrande should probably go Shadowstalk and not Starfall, just because Zagara and Greymane are both so squishy, and the extra heals will actually help them out a lot. Slyp League with their last 2 picks. Rhaegar's still on the board for them, so more than likely going to be locked in. The thing about Chen and his CC is if we do end up seeing Barrel, which is the only iteration of Chen we're seeing right now, he is a very easy target while he's barreling. Despite he's knocking people around, he still can take damage. He still is very swishy, so Rhaegar complements that out a lot.
They don't have a lot of disruption to stop him from drinking Brood too.
That's true. Right now they only have the Tyrande stun.
Exactly.
They still have the option to go Murden, though, which would be a good pickup versus it.
Yes, exactly. And
as well as
especially
the Diablo.
Tyrande.
This actually wouldn't be that bad of a game for Diablo. Diablo Tyrande, of course, is still a very powerful combo. But Diablo is really good versus Chen because Chen's often a stationary target. You'll see, like you brought up his chug. He sits there chugging, which allows you don't have to use Shadow Charge to engage. You can use the flip on that, and then Shadow Charge him closer into your base. So Diablo actually works out very well.
Hello?
Hello?
Did they actually pick that, or did they run out?
On Raynor?
Yeah.
I can't believe they actually might be picking Diablo. I nailed that one.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Diablo, I mean, Diablo's great here. There's so many squishy targets. Sylvanas, Raynor, Thrall. That Lightning Breath will just chunk. And then you have the flip combo with Tyrande that will just, Diablo Tyrande into Hunter's Mark. Just one shot any hero.
I wonder if they'll do Apocalypse out of the Devouring Maw. Or they'll try to Lightning Breath out of it too. They could do the Lightning Breath out of it because they have Lunar Flare. Like when they pop out, you have the Flare timed, and then they Lightning Breath underneath that too. Lots of synergy potentials. Force Wall even to keep them stuck in the Lightning Breath. These teams really making sure they have the right comps.
Yeah, they're thinking hard on it, Gilly. Getting down to the last second of their time pull, and then it will be the Diablo. It's a really cool composition. The one fear I have for this comp, if Thrall goes Giant Killer, if Raynor goes Giant Killer, which is very likely against the Diablo. When Diablo is overextended, when his Shadow Charge is down, he's a very susceptible target. Tyrande Tassadar will struggle to keep him topped off. Not having a new Thrower Rhaegar, that's usually when we do see, like a team like the new Panda Global, rather, who has always been known, at least in the past, for some. Damn it. Lobby chat trolling me. But
Zoya is being wished happy birthday. Make sure that you guys do the same in the chat.
Yeah, but the point is, Diablo often, when formerly ran by Blaze when they had Battery still on the team, was almost always paired with a Rhaegar, just because he's one of the best heroes that pairs with him, just because he's got such a massive health pool and is always in a position where he is being focused. So we'll see if the Tyrande Tassadar can keep him up.
So for those of you guys that don't know, speaking of that team, 4 of the members of Blaze have been picked up and are playing, or they at least are playing with Panda Global today.
Yeah.
Along with Psalm from
Yeah, B-Kid and Psalm back on a team together. They were both on the Panda Global that competed at regionals. B-Kid and Big Impact left that team when its roster kind of collapsed on itself to go to Blaze. And now B-Kid finds himself back in the arms of the ever-loving Psalm.
So we'll be looking to see how they do today. This is the last chance for any teams to qualify, and I know they really want it, but of course, they've played with a different person. Those 4 members of Blaze have played with a different person as their 5th. Every single qualifier.
Yeah, wow, that's true.
Every single qualifier.
That's got to be rough.
Has to be rough.
But looking at the bracket today, I think this kind of works out for everyone, based off the seeding. Cloud9, Cognitive, and Panda Global, all I feel, and Guster Bus, all ended up with really good seeds. So
yeah, all they have to do...
Those 4 don't hit each other.
Okay. All they have to do is make it to the semifinals. We won't even do the semifinals, the round of 4 today, because those 4 teams will qualify, and then we're done. Then we know who gets to go on. But if you guys are unfamiliar with this tournament, this is DreamHack All-Stars Austin. It's going to take place in the early part of May. You guys can tweet. The game's about to start using the hashtag DHATX2016 as well as the hashtag HGC. You can tag Heroes Esports too. There are 3 other streams. We put exclamation point streams. They can cover that. And like I said, we're looking at covering...
No, 2 other streams.
Or 2 other streams, yes. We're looking at covering Cloud9, and then we know that Cog and Panda are also going to be followed. But we are ready for the game. Game number 1 between Butter Chicken and Slyp League. In the blue is Butter Chicken with Drunk Dwarf on Tassadar, Cody Nims playing Greymane, Soup Master on Zagara, Trevor Weg playing Diablo, and Scarlet Roar on Tyrande.
And on the right-hand side of the map, I don't remember the team names.
Slyp League!
Slyp League! Over here, Terror playing Rhaegar, Chef Cloud playing Raynor, Slyp playing Sylvanas, Tevoron playing Thrall, and Benzo playing the Chen. Pretty excited to see how this game's going to play out. We have 2 very interesting compositions here. And Thrall, no fear, doesn't even care if Sylvanas is disabling that tower, not going to start working on it. We do see the rotation is on the way here from Butter Chicken.
Sorry, I was fixing sound. Following you now, we're good. They're on their way. Right. There is the flip into the Lunar Flare for Chen. Of course, he has Flying Face, but he can get himself out of trouble with that. Looking at the talents and power for Tyrande to allow her to have her abilities up even sooner. and all looking very standard for them. Raynor, a seasoned marksman, and so he's not focusing on his give me more, on being able to have self-sustain, but not really any better of a map to try to get seasoned marksman stacks on. It's so focused on laning and rotating between the lanes to take out those minions.
We're going to be seeing paralysis at 1 here for Sylvanas, going for the extended duration on the interrupt. Shadow Charge flip coming onto Chef Cloud, gets the body block there, but Scarlet Aura just wasn't in range for the follow-up here. And then, of course, we're going to be seeing Owl build coming up from Tyrande, which we've been seeing a lot lately. And like I said, Cawthon Luck lately has been playing Tyrande a lot. And with this build, he's been consistently topping meters, really.
Yeah, especially with the Starfall too. Like you said, we may not see that. We may have the Shadow Stalk to try to make sure we can keep this rather squishy team alive. But there's always the chance with the Tassadar helping out with this, the sustainability too. In the bottom is going to be Zagara versus Chin as that solo lane, while the rest of them will be rotating between mid and top, trying to control the rotations, drain towers of ammo if possible, and of course collect the gems to turn in to get the web weaver spawning.
Well, the rotation is here for Slyp League. Diablo being very patient, but the Shadow Charge goes down the flip, and there is Terran taking a lot of damage. He's going to be the first blood of this game. Diablo Tyrande showing its brutality with that one single combo.
Diablo is also building to be into Black Soulstone to be tankier. You can probably see that at level 7 too. Still probably going to get Fire Devil here at 4. That's the norm, and there it is. Thick Skin instead of Draft Overflow for Greymane, so they really want to get it. Wow, great Shadow Charge into Lunar Flare, and Benzo just like that. Another elimination, another pick, and nobody in the bottom lane to soak these minions. So I like that they're trying to take these out to push them all the way into the towers so they'll miss out on that minion wave.
Well, Terra sneaking in 16 gems here for Slyp League. Buttery Chicken still haven't turned in anything, but there's the Shadow Charge onto Slyp. Feral Spirit not going to end up connecting with them there, and yeah, we'll see where they want to go from here. 40 gems controlled right now by Buttery Chicken. Butter Chicken? Buttery Chicken.
Butter Chicken.
Buttery sounds cooler. They messed up in there. Slyp gets caught out here. Shadow Charge flip is down. And the Haunting Wave not going to get any value there. And that's a lot of gems dropped. That's most of the gems on the end of Slyp League.
That was huge to be able to get that right in the middle of the Haunting Wave so she couldn't teleport. Good timing for them. And still the turn-in favoring Butter Chicken with 32 in the bank. They have enough for the turn-in, but seem to be way more concerned about getting these picks. Chef Pod might be in trouble. There's a Shadow Charge once again into a perfect Lunar Flare. And these guys, that is a nightmare scenario.
Yeah, that's the power of Diablo Tyrande. It's been a while since that's kind of that duo's been in the meta, mainly because Muradin Tyrande was often felt to be just as powerful, and Muradin has a lot more versatility than Diablo. Muradin can engage and then still have an escape, whereas Diablo, if he's used Shadow Charge or has it into Shadow Charge too, he's a very exposed target.
Right.
So that's the reason why we don't really see that combo anymore. But it's still very, very powerful as we've seen so far. And the first Web Weaver, of course, going to be here for Butter Chicken.
See how much we can do. There's the flip into the Lunar Flare. The Hunter's Mark comes out, and Chin goes down. And level
game sounds are a bit loud.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay. Thanks, guys, for bringing it to our attention. Much appreciated. Level 8 here, almost picked up for Butter Chicken as they're sieging into this bottom fort.
It's like you're quiet, maybe. I'm going to continue to follow you, but I'm going to turn your mic back up.
Sure. Butter Chicken going to go ahead and rotate to the mid lane, as they did get a lot of damage on this bottom fort. It does end up falling to the Web Weaver. Top fort getting taking some damage on its front wall. Butter Chicken going to rotate up and help deal with it. Looking for a Shadow Charge combo. The gate has fallen, so Trevor Wegg going to be going in.
Okay, guys, I turned up Zoya's mic and turned down the game sounds too. Let me know how that sounds if he is too loud. He just got a lot of experience by taking out a bunch of towers, but this Web Weaver is almost done, so they're not going to be able to go in and try to take down this next fort. Instead, they already have a lot of gems, well on their way to their second turn-in, and also well on their way to their heroic abilities. So if they can just hold off their opponents for now, they'll be able to get those and then maybe even get a second turn-in a row.
Yeah, and even though they almost have their second turn in, still are actually just now getting enough gems to get their own turn in. They're just now hitting the right amount, so simply barely could get a turn in before. But they do get the kill on the Grey Mane up here. Nice gank. Drunk Dwarf's going to come over here and start interrupting the turn in. Stall it out as long as he can. Needs to buy time for his team to A, turn in their own gems, and B, wait for Grey Mane. Taveron trying to get a 10 gem turn in. He does sneak it in. Well played by them to zone out for their teammates, but it's still very close to level 10. Scarlet Roar and Suitmaster do secure themselves this Bruiser camp. And they're going to stall the cap on it. Going to wait for a Web Weaver turn in potentially.
Yeah, I guess maybe waiting until their opponents turn them in so that they don't have to worry as much about mid. They were trying to stall, but with not everyone here, they have to have known that they were going to get a turn in. But heroic abilities are here for Butter Chicken. Slyp League don't have those. So although they have a Sylvanas who can help them get max value out of the Web Weavers, they still don't have the heroic abilities. And they also don't have Sylvanas now. And there's Bruisers. So this is basically, I like this, that Butter Chicken is basically just trying to nullify and make their opponents completely waste some gems, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, they waited for that capture of the Bruiser camp here. They don't even have to defend mid on its own. The Bruiser camp stalling that out long enough for them to react to top. Bottom lane was pushed in so far. That's not even being contesting a fort right now. And that was just such a good strategy coming out here from Butter Chicken. And now this Web Weaver is almost going to get no value. Still not even level 10 on the end of Slyp League. And they're playing very safe because of it. Trevor doing a good job of zoning. They're going to clear out mid and then clear out bottom. And I mean, did they even take any real damage? Mid still standing. Top only lost a fort from the push from before. And bottom hasn't even been scratched yet. This is a beautiful defense from Butter Chicken. Gonna go ahead and get that combo. Ooh. And a big maw, actually, Gilly. And Apocalypse.
Sylvanas is done too. There's Apocalypse. Force Wall even as well. And two more fall just like that. Chin's in trouble. A Lunar Flare hits him into Oblivion. And 4 for nothing for Butter Chicken, who are now free to clear up that final Web Weaver. But yeah, it was a perfect defense. Instead of potentially putting themselves in a risky position, especially after losing Grey Mane, and when they didn't quite have their heroic abilities and be fighting on even terms, they say, okay, we know how to make them waste this. They bring their Bruisers to the fight. They wait to cap them until the Web Weavers have been turned in. And getting the pick on Sylvanas was so perfect at the beginning of that. They just completely wasted.
Apparently, you made me like exponentially louder than that. Apparently, I'm 5 and 4 wherever you had me, and now I'm bad.
It's weird because you sound like normal for me. Okay, sorry friends. Game 1, yay!
Game 1. Thank you for again the feedback, guys. We're adjusting as we go. Level 13 almost here for Butter Chicken, and they've got this Web Weaver turn in, so let's see how much damage they can do with this. 2 forts exposed. We got a gas from Gilly.
Earthquake. And Wandering Keg.
I think kegs to be expected.
Yeah, how is this gonna...
I don't understand the Earthquake. Maybe they have something cute planned with pushing people into the Earthquake or keeping them inside of it with the Chen Barrel.
I'm gonna see. Top fort is going down. Butter Chicken taking that out super fast. That Web Weaver nice and healthy still. Could potentially push in even further and try to take out the towers in front of the keep. See the pings. That's where we're going. How?
Try it. Go for it.
I thought maybe it'd be like Earthquake plus Bloodlust, but it's not that.
Oh.
Alright.
Simple Earthquake for whatever reason Taveron was thinking. We'll find out soon enough, I suppose, if they get the opportunity to show us what they have planned. We're going to be pushing in this middle fort here. Web Weaver did not get any value as it was cleaned up very quickly. And not really the most valuable Web Weaver turned in, but it did secure a further experience lead. So when it comes to structures, only a little bit changed here, but they're getting further and further ahead. And look at that, they're already 5 gems away from another turn in, Gilly.
Wow. Yep, they're going to turn in what they have, so they can be aggressive if they want to. They know that the Bruisers are getting picked up. Trevor just slightly too late to actually try to steal those away. And Force Wall to help them escape. But still, the 13 to 11 is nice. Only 5 more gems needed for another turn-in where they should be able to pick up that final fort. And even, you know, they did at least open up the pressure to the top keep, which is a really nice thing if they end up getting the boss later on.
Yeah, that would help out a lot for them.
Oh, I thought it looked like it had taken damage. I guess not. From the mini-map. My eyes deceive me.
41 gems being held here by Slyp League. We'll have to see if they can get a turn in. And they desperately need one right now, just to try and even up the experience count. Benzo trying to get a turn in, but being denied. Trevor looking for the squishy targets. Terror would be great. No self-ancestral, no self-cleanse. That's who their primary target will be. Raynor also a good target. They go for the Shadow Charge flip. The cleanse was there. Nicely done by Terror.
But they couldn't stop this turn-in, and Butter Chicken are going to have more web weavers in these lanes in a matter of moments. Where will they push? They're clearing out this wave. They would love to be able to help that top lane along, as that is the closest one to getting a keep down, getting keep pressure. And with level 13 over their opponents, they want to get aggressive over here. They're going to start working on bringing down these towers so the web weaver can get right onto that keep.
Sounded perfect now. So we did it!
Yay!
Great success. Benzo going in. Here's the Wandering Keg, but not really getting much value out of it. Immediately just backs up. Earthquake pops as well. Easiest disengage of Butter Chicken's life, and they're just going to rotate mid, take that fort, and then now they have two keeps that can pressure either in bottom or mid. Not getting any value at all. I think 3 heroics were used there. Yeah, Hyperion was used as well for Slyp League.
Yeah, really all they did was just ensure that they could take out the web weaver and not lose their keep. But with the fort going down, with towers starting to be pressured, we're looking at a situation with Butter Chicken at level 16, nearly over 13 of Slyp League. And when you have that 16 versus 13 advantage, it is a long road to catching up and being able to take a fight.
Ranko picked up on Raynor. That's going to help him truck Trevor when he does go for a Shadow Charge combo. Is going to be very overextended when he does so. Chef Cloud has to be careful. Al comes out. Scarlet's not in range, but another itching for this combo. He's going to be looking at Terror here. He can't cleanse himself. He gets to be able to combo. Hunter's Mark wasn't there, but they were still able to secure the kill. And a two-man
Oh, man. That Maw Force Wall combo. Earthquake is used, as was Apocalypse. 2 people down, and they say, yeah, we might be slow, but that won't stop us from putting damage on this keep. This will be the first keep of the game going down.
Yeah, first keep going down, and they could potentially go for more here as 10 seconds on Rhaegar, 15 on Shen and Raynor. They can get a combo onto someone. They could potentially have gone core, but they're going to go ahead and back out. 4-level lead for the moment, 17 to 13, just now hitting level 14. I mean, Butter Chicken is in full control of this game right now. They are executing these combos perfectly. I mean, the Force Wall APOC combo outside of the wall guarantees no escape for those targets. I mean, really good synergy for these guys.
Their opponents aren't even close to getting a turn in. They could even go up to boss. They felt really, really confident. They have a Toronto with Hunter's Mark to take it down quickly. They force their opponents to either come up and fight 14 to 17, or they just let them have the boss, which is going to go on an open keep. They can get a fight there, and then with just a couple of takedowns, win the game off of this boss. That's exactly what they're going to do. Slyp League not moving up at all to stop this yet. Still in the mid lane, now realizing, especially with the Sentinel coming from the angle that it did, but it's too late. This boss is going down the top lane.
Yep, pushing in. Will they decide to go with it or go for the split push here in the middle? Looks like they will be pushing with this boss. If they can get this keep down and the boss is still healthy, this is a clear avenue to the core. We'll see if that's something they're willing to do. Still no 16 talents here, and not going to have them anytime in this push. Boss is going to go for a stun. That well's going to go out, so no more safety from that. The Shadow Charge flip combo goes down. Benzo gets hit with the cleanse, and he does kick out of there.
Wailing Arrows come out. It's come and gone. The Earthquake is still there with the Hyperion, and they decide that they do not want to have to try to fight in the middle of that. Boss will not quite bring down the keep.
Not bad. I mean, it could be worse, right? They could have lost the keep. So they're still in a situation where they are alive in this game, and they're getting closer to 16 Gilly, so they're almost at that point where they can start contesting. And I'm actually going to take a look here at the damage done. I'm curious as to how this Tyrande is doing.
Almost 20k.
Almost 20k. Keeping up with Greymane. But she did go Shadow Stalk this game, not Starfall, so missing out on that, of course. Very solid damage, so pretty good for for Villain Starfall, or Shaftsock, excuse me. Keep does end up falling, though, to Drunk Dwarf from the Tassadar Storms. And they're going to go ahead and rotate back towards the turn-in. Holding about 50 gems right now. 15 more needed until a turn-in. But Slyp League does have almost enough as well, so if they can, force a fight when they have 16, they could, start turning this game around, Gilly.
Yeah, it was a long road from where the last Web Weavers ended for Butter Chicken to be able to get that Web Weaver push that could help them completely end the game. But they're finally about to get there. Yeah, they've turned in 20. They've got some more in the bank to be able to turn in. They're also just getting some pressure onto the map, but this is 16. If there was ever a time for Slyp League to get out and get into the fight, it's now or never.
Never say never. The Justin Bieber song, in case you were curious. I love the Biebs.
Do you?
That song was actually featured in the new Karate Kid that came out in like 2010. So, yeah.
For some reason, I thought that you were going to turn that into some sort of plug. I was like, okay, where's he going with this? But nope, just
talking about my love of Justin Bieber.
Excitement about Justin Bieber. Got it.
Yeah. Look here and see what talents that Slyp League takes at level 13. And if we take a look at Raynor, he went Executioner. Now that's synergy with the Earthquake. So if that was the plan, to have maximum Executioner value. Trevor's actually getting very low. He does have souls. And that's a monster maul. If he can get the APOC up when he's alive.
Oh, there's the APOC. So many stuns. Thralls. Health bar just melts. But Ancestral Healing keeps Chin alive. They've only taken out one person, but Greymane is going in trying to take out Slyp.
Ow.
He gets the kill, and they keep Greymane alive. Still, they are fairly low in health, but Chef Cloud, they find him, they want to take him out, they want to be able to end the game. Meanwhile, Giants, they finally get cleared up in the bot lane. No permanent damage on the core. And for now, they sustain 50 gems on Terror alone.
Yeah, that is one juicy Rhaegar target. That's what they're going to be looking for in these next fights. But they do have enough for a turn in here, Gilly. And this could be really devastating. This could potentially be game 20 versus 17, so they have their Storm talents. They're going to have a Web Weaver turn in. Apparently, I can't count. They're not going to have a Web Weaver turn in. They need one more gem. Whoa! A double owl just sniped Raynor.
Oh, snaps.
Owl, rewind owl, just it's to give Raynor from across the map, and I missed it, and I feel so much shame right now as an observer. I'm sorry, guys. But Scarlet Roar with the easy kill there.
You're going to hear Tyrande roar with those owls and the rewinds. Level 20 is here, and can they win the game off of these Webbers? They have every single lane pushed up to the base. This final keep, the only bastion of hope left for Slyp League, and it is slipping away as it falls down. Boom, it explodes. And now the Web Weavers are here to start attacking the core.
Let's see if not only they keep going, boom, it explodes, but will the core do it? They're going to try their hardest to hold on, Gilly. There's the combo going on the Chen, but Cleanse is there. Earthquake has been using a big Wailing Arrow, actually. Hyperion not getting any value, though, able to reach speed of it so easily.
Yeah, they weren't quite in the Earthquake, too, and they're jumping in. The Devouring Maw pulls in Thrall, who was hit by the Ancestral Healing, I believe, out of it, so he's nice and healthy. The Apocalypse hitting, and Chin's trying to get away, but he will fall along with Raynor. And Sylvanas goes down to only Thrall and Rhaegar are now able to defend. And with all the Web Weavers in every single lane, that'll be GG. Butter Chicken taking game number 1.
Yeah, really, really well played there from Butter Chicken. I mean, the synergy they had as a team was really obvious, with the that this wasn't just something they felt was good versus the Chen. It was something they'd practiced.
Yeah.
The Diablo Toronto execution between Trevor and Scarlet Roar was fantastic. The follow-up constant force walls on the Maws and the APOCs from Tassadar, and the APOC timing between Trevor and Zagaro. I mean, just really, really well played there from those guys, just showing synergy as a team. So they're taking game number 1 in a pretty convincing fashion, Gilly.
Rhaegar started to pick up on the cleanses and help the target who got overpowered into the damage, but the Maws still were a problem, like you said, with the Apocalypse afterward. So even if they were able to take care of one problem, another problem was created. And that will be game 1. We are going to take a break while we get ready for game number 2. Can Slyp League tie it up, or will Butter Chicken defeat their opponent and go try to take out Cloud9. We shall see. See you guys soon. Zoya, you know what I like these teams? I don't think I told him I was going live.
Yeah, you can't just out of nowhere. It's like screaming in my ear. And expect me to be ready to unmute stuff.
I'm sorry. It's your fault for not having your camera on, because I'm used to like warning you for your camera. I didn't think that I need to warn you for audio stuff.
I need to be warned when you're just randomly gonna explode. So, hey, why do I like these teams?
Do you know what I like about these teams?
What?
They are way faster being ready for their drafts than the Gold League teams are.
Yeah, those Gold League teams. Ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Agreed. We're having a chat about Soup as Soup Master on our winning team, Butter Chicken. And they will be going to Towers of Doom. The draft has started. And here we go. Butter Chicken with first pick, first ban.
Butter Chicken. I don't know why.
Gross.
I said it in that voice. But Thrall being over here from Butter Chicken. Probably not going to see a Zool ban on this map.
I wonder if anyone plays Vikings.
I think Vikings is overrated on this map.
Okay, but other teams still play him, so I wonder if anyone plays Vikings. Like, I'm wondering, we're coming to Towers of Doom, which is Slyp League. Generally, when I see a team who's like, we're going to go to Towers, I'm like, okay, what's up their sleeve? What craziness is happening? Is it going to be Nidus Network?
I mean, they just went Earthquake, so...
That's true.
With Barrel. So you really don't know what they're going to do.
That is true.
So I don't know if it'll be map specific at all. They might just be, you know, one of those weird teams that does weird things. We'll see what they want to ban out here. Zool was denied by Butter Chicken. Falstad really good on this map. The global presence is very impactful. Not so sure about the Haka. It seems to be hit or miss for a lot of teams. They're going to go ahead and ban out the Zagara.
Yeah, Gale
Which
Force...
is actually really good for Butter Chicken. They can just get Thrall here. They were going to go Falstad, okay.
Gale Force really likes the Dahaka. We saw that play yesterday. But I agree, it's kind of slowly coming into play for some teams. Thrall's the first pick for Slyp League. Li Ming is available, and that's a quick second pickup.
A lot of damage, a lot of control.
Mm-hmm.
Good sustain, which is what this map's really about, is just contesting points for an extended period of time. Butter Chicken going to get Greymane. We'll see what they want to lock in. Will it be their warrior or their support pick with that? They can get Uther, Rhaegar, or Murden, or ETC. Could potentially lock in a Tyrande again here. As Scarlet Roar did have a lot of success on that hero.
Yeah.
It is a very versatile pickup. Can fit with a lot of warriors. A lot of damage dealers. And you can go solo support. You can go a lot of options with Tyrande.
Mm-hmm.
They're thinking really hard on it. What is more important to them? I would not mind seeing an Uther pickup here, but they're gonna go with the Murden. That's fine.
Yeah, that's
Murden
really
is
good.
a great pickup.
And they still kind of threaten for the Tyrande aggression of last game. That may even force out a Tyrande ban from Slyp League here. Instead of doing something like picking a support, banning a support kind of thing that we normally see.
Yeah. We'll see here what Slyp League's plan is. Are they afraid of potentially a Zeratul? You have to keep in mind that these teams at this lower tier, you know, sometimes can struggle to play around a hero like Zeratul.
Mm-hmm.
As a good Zeratul can, you know, oftentimes we see, you know, a player like Fan, when he's streaming his Hero League matches, he can just straight up carry a team with just well-placed Void Prisons and, you know, by just basically soloing, you know, a squishy in the back line while just getting out full HP.
Yeah.
So basically go ahead and deny the Uther.
So we'll probably see them pick up Rhaegar again after this ban, or not. What are you? Okay.
So basically what Butter Chicken's saying here is if we don't get Uther or Rhaegar, you don't get Uther or Rhaegar, which is fine.
Nice. Yeah, I like that.
It cripples both teams, and if Butter Chicken is confident with their support pool, which we've already seen them run duo support Tyrande Tassadar, you know, they have a lot of options on the table for them. So I like that decision from Butter Chicken. I like it a lot.
Me too. We'll see what Slyp League wants for their support soon, as they'll likely get it here. Karazim is what we've seen a lot in Gold League when Rhaegar and Uther aren't on the table.
Yeah. And they'll frequently solo support Karazim too.
Yeah.
They don't care if they have Tastar or anything with it, which is a bit more scary to do.
Mm-hmm. Lieutenant Morales, whatever they're going to lock in, they have to do it soon. They're down to last few seconds. Brightwing. Oh, yes.
Global Presence, do you match the
Yes.
Falstad? Polymorph is great versus a Greymane, especially when he dives deep, preventing him to escape, especially when you get the Greater Polymorph at level 16. Feels like an eternity when you're trapped inside of that, and it also grants you... well, the issue with this is it does not grant you a cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
As if you're going to go cleanse on Brightwing, you might as well play any other support that has cleanse. A lot of Brightwing's kit and power comes from that level 7 talent, where you shield your target with Phase Shift. What's it called?
Face shield?
Phase Shield?
Yeah.
I almost called it that, but then I called it Phase Shift.
Well, phase shift is still right. Like, phase shift is her teleport.
Well, Malfurion getting picked up here. I think I might have liked Lieutenant Morales from Butter Chicken. I know what everyone's thinking. Thrall counters Morales hard, but this Thrall goes Earthquake. This is not a Sundering Thrall.
These are good points that you make, friend.
So
I
Morales
know
could
what
have
you're
fit in here.
thinking.
Morales could have fit in well here. But going for the safe option. I mean, I don't even know if I would call it the safe option because Sundering does well versus Malfurion too.
Yeah.
So, I guess the mouth's fine.
What do you think about tasks for Slyp League to help Brightwing?
I feel like they don't have enough damage to secure the kill if they do
Between
that.
Li Ming and Thrall?
Yeah. Because they're not going to have
Against
much
a
damage
mouth?
outside of it. Yeah. Mouth's heals isn't that bad, that Li Ming and Thrall. With the nerf to W on Li Ming, doing a little bit less burst, but it's more sustain-wise. And, again, Earthquake, so...
Oh,
That's
right,
not
I'm not
gonna help
taking in the
secure
earthquake
kills.
factor.
Yeah, you gotta take into account
I'm
that
taking
they go
into account the
Earthquake.
earthquake
They go
factor.
Earthquake. So, yeah, Mouth should be interesting to see here. We'll see if they can keep other targets. A lot of sustain, though, and this map's about sustain. Controlling these points for as long as you can.
Right.
And Ball is going to help with that. It also provides the single target burst now. It's going to be Abathur, okay.
Oh, okay.
This comp is weird. Clone targets, though. Li Ming is still a great clone target.
Mm-hmm.
As well as Thrall. They can both provide a decent amount of utility.
And that helps a little with the supporting, too.
Problem with this map is, it's just this map is a big issue for Abathur.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to get too much push. If he does, it doesn't get much value. There's not too many safe places that, like post 16 is Abathur's power spike where you get the Locust Brood, and that's not going to get too much value on this map. Eventually, if you do take a fort, you don't get anything past that. So it's Abathur's going to be an interesting pick. They're going to have to play this different than the normal Abathur play style on this map.
What if they monstrosity?
That would be terrible.
Monstrosity and Earthquake. So then Earthquake comes down and the Monstrosity shows up and it's just like fully stacked because you can get 40 stacks down. I was just like, what's up, guys? Like chopping people in half.
I'm going to hire you as Tempest Storm's analyst and drafter right now. Because you're a genius. We'll win every event with this high-level strategies.
It may not be high
Monstrosity,
level,
Earthquake.
but it's fun to talk about while we're waiting for the game to start. And especially because Scarlet is going to the bathroom. So we're going to be a bit.
When you gotta go. Really liking the comp from Butter Chicken. I mean, it's just really good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I always love seeing heroes with the ability to travel really fast. Dang, that was the fastest bathroom break ever. But both teams have that with Brightwing and with Falstad. And it's always really nice if you've got like the mid and the bot alters showing up at the same time. Try to stall as much as you can and then wait for your opponents, or wait for your teammate who can fly in or phase shift in. We'll see who can do it better. Butter Chicken is up 1-0 in this best of 3. We're going to Towers of Doom. The choice of Battleground for Slyp League. It's going to be a good time. We got Abathur. We got Malfurion. It's
Winner
a party.
plays Cloud9,
Yep.
who I think everyone in the entire Heroes community is surprised is still not qualified for DreamHack. And we'll see if today is going to be the most shocking day in Heroes of the Storm history. Will they make it through? Or will Butter Chicken take them down? How would you feel going to your team owner? Hey Jack, Cloud9, we lost to Butter Chicken, so we're not going to DreamHack.
That would not be fun. We'll see if Butter Chicken can even get to that point, though. Here they are in the blue, up 1-0 in this best of 3. Trevor Weg playing Murden, Drunk Dwarf. Aptly on Falstad, Soupmaster playing Greymane, Scarlet Roar on Malfurion, and Cody Nims playing Vala.
The battle begins in...
On the right-hand side of the map in the red trunks, down 0-1, it is Slyp League. Benzo playing Joanna, Terra on Brightwing, Chef Cloud on the Thrall, Taveron playing Li Ming, and Slyp rounding out the team as Abathur.
It's a Master Abathur right there. Can you hear the beeping?
No.
Okay, that's good. My laundry's done, guys.
Nice. Clean clothes hype.
The team's heading to the middle of the map, trying to clear out that first wave. Then we'll see who is going to rotate where. Who's going to be the solo in the solo lane. Actually, Vala already going down to the bottom for Butter Chicken to start working on getting that lane pushed.
Are you following me, by the way?
Yep.
Okay, just making sure that I am not obsing weird if you're not. Yeah, like the lane setup here, I mean, it's going to be Falstad versus Brightwing in the top, the two globals up here. Abathur's going to be in the mid, which from the now allows him to spread mines to both sides. Doesn't really matter what lane Brightwing or Abathur is in at the moment. That will change later on, of course. Like you said, Vala versus Li Ming down here. Nothing too crazy. I mean, neither of these teams having the most insane gank composition. I guess if Malfurion is going to be rotating with them, Murden, Malfurion, Greymane can secure kills. Benzo gets dismounted here. No Iron Skin just yet. Not even going to pop it.
Yep, Abathur saving the day. Some interesting talent choices, though, which I think is probably the craziest here in the early game. Harmony for Malfurion. So neither Moonburn nor Scouting Drone. It's going to be Harmony, which when you use Moonfire and it lands, it reduces the mana cost of regrowth. It's not something we see like ever. It's very rare. Also reinforced for Johanna. No Knight takes pawn. No help for her in clearing out the lanes, but she will gain stacks of block when she uses her abilities.
I love this aggressive positioning coming out from Butter Chicken, by the way. They rotate slowly down to cut off everyone. Benzo not going to be able to get in here. Cody Nems! Very quick cap.
Four
Cody Nems
shots.
in game 1?
I think so.
Why's that name suddenly feel
I know, I thought so too. Maybe they just switched somebody out. We're bad at this, but it's fine. We're clearing out the lane. The first altar picked up by Butter Chicken. Of course, it doesn't gain you anything. You know, it's not the same as being able to use an objective to siege down some structures. All it does give you is 4 shots onto the core. So we talked about the power of a team to always be able to come back on Towers of Doom, but still, if you're able to get a huge deficit and have a really big lead, then when you start seeing those triple altar phases spawning later on, it can make your opponents have to spread out in risky ways and potentially get killed off in a team fight.
Well, Scarlet Roar going to rotate up. Just maintaining that soak with our team, maintaining the constant aggression. The wall goes down here for, at least one of the towers goes down here in the bottom lane for Slyp League. So pretty decent start here for Butter Chicken. But they are playing very safe in lane. Haven't been able to secure any ganks despite the constant roaming between Murden and Malfurion. Which is a decent amount of CC between the Stormbolt and the Root. So depending as long as there's a damage with them, they could be able to secure early kills.
Brightwing comes to the top lane to make this a 3v3. As you can see, they have Peekaboo, so they'll have vision whenever she phase shifts in, along with that shield once she hits level 7. Alter phase spawning in 15 seconds. It will be the 2 top ones, and wondering how these teams will do this. We'll have 7 for Butter Chicken, so they might feel okay with being more aggressive over on their opponent's side, trying to stall this out while Falstad picks up their own. And that is what's going to happen. Falstad, Drunk Dwarf, starts to move over to his altar. They're stalling this out. Nobody has started the cap of the altar on the right side yet.
Oh, Murden getting very low. Dwarf Cross has been used. Terra's going to get the cap, though. No interrupt there from Butter Chicken. A lot of damage going on the Joanna. Suitmaster Brave jumping in like that last hit. And he immediately goes ahead and queues out and leaves. That, realizing the danger he was in potentially. What is that?
What?
That 4 talent on Mount?
Grace.
That's a Loon's Grace?
Yeah. There's that, and then there's Thing of the Deep at 13 for Nazebo. They're both range increases for all of their basic abilities.
Do they share the icon?
Yeah, I think they share it. I don't know if it's a different color, but for sure it's the same. It's like this hand looking thing. Like they're getting more range, they're reaching out further.
They're reaching out for it. I see
I
that.
know, right?
I get that now. You smart, you smart. 36 core HP to 32. Butter Chicken still maintaining this lead. It's very hard to completely shut out an opponent on this map, especially in the early game, unless you just have a significant compositional advantage. It's almost impossible to deny a team shots on the court.
I'm glad Slyp has realized this. They knew there was a lot of people off the map at this time, and it's because Butter Chicken were stealing these pumpkin sappers. They're going to try to get disengaged from this. Brightwing is phase shifted in, so it's a 4v4. They do make it out. Greymane is soaking up in the top still, so it's really good for them. And Falstad immediately goes back to the top so that they don't miss out on that soak. And this is a good steal from Butter Chicken, who now find themselves a level ahead once again of their opponents and trying to get ever closer to their heroic abilities.
Yep, maintaining that lead very well, but we are seeing that the influence of this Brightwing and Abathur combo is able to keep them very close in experience, despite what feels, with the many zoning attempts and the forcing of backing, there should be a bigger lead here for Butter Chicken, but the Shrine has spawned.
No
Cody
kills.
Nem's going for the cap. Yeah, no kills. Both teams just playing very, very safe.
Okay, Trevor starting to go in, hits a double Storm Bolt. A couple of people. Entangling Roots not catching anybody yet. Chefcall just looking to see if they can get somebody rooted out of position. But the stun goes down onto Johanna, and Terror is going to phase shift again to allow the shield to come in. And remember, all of this time that this is lasting means that Abathur is getting soaked for his team, but heroic abilities have almost been reached for Butter Chicken. And if they can get to that point, if they can soak in somewhere, actually they're able to get to that point, and immediately Mighty Gust is used on the team, and they're going in for the fight. Trevor Weg jumping over to use himself as a body block, and Thrall will be taken out. They're chasing down Brightwing, Tranquility keeping everyone alive, and the disengage will happen, allowing Butter Chicken to grab this altar.
Yep, that's going to be 4 more shots. Going to the core, really well done. No Reign of Vengeance or Go for the Throat used in that fight. So those 2 heroics are available as well. Iron Skin being popped here. Now, do you want to talk about the level 7 talent here from Murden? He goes for Pierce instead of Battle Momentum, which I don't fully understand versus this composition. The only times you really want to go Pierce over Battle Momentum is comps where they have multiple melees. In a situation where you're going to go up against a Thrall and a Zoia. As well, Benzo getting taken out very easily there. Showing you the power of actually steering attacks on the Bala, but Pierce not as needed here.
When you say multiple melees, you don't mean like Johanna Thrall?
Not Johanna.
Okay.
Johanna's not too big of a threat.
Got it.
And when you need to shut down 2 threats like Zoia Thrall, Zeratul Thrall, Greymane Thrall, when you have 2 big melee threats that are going to be diving on you at the same time, I think Battle Momentum would be significantly better in this situation.
Well, we'll see how the Piercing Bolt can work out for them. Right now, they've got a good lead due to the fact that they did find that fight where they had heroic abilities and their opponents didn't. But now, Slyp League have their own and very normal things here. No Earthquake this time from Thrall. We're going to have Sundering this time.
Sundering. Oh, Drunk Dwarf in trouble here. Will the Sundering connect? Does he have barrel roll up? Wintry's been popped. No Sundering. Barrel Spirit does not end up connecting. Not willing to use the heroic there.
Soup Master. This guy likes playing with fire, for sure.
Yeah, he's trying his hardest to bait these guys. Tabron going for a flank here. Benzo starting the siege camp up here, trying to finish it off. Have their hat on top of the Joanna. Chef Cloud trying to clear this up. Should be able to get this. And the altars are spawning in the bottom, Gilly.
Yeah, especially with the Brightwing here now. She has turned this into a 4v3, but the phase shift will be down for a little bit now. She does have hyper shift, so she'll be bringing that back online as quickly as she can, but it's a little amount of time where she may have to just float around up here, which is good anyway. She's going to try to soak while she can up against this fall stat until she's needed. What's up?
There's a lot of mines.
Yeah. Soup Master is going to be tilted.
That is a lot of mines that no one's going to walk through. Oh, Scarlet Roar might be walking through a few of them. That caught me off guard. There was like 8 mines there in that one single spot. Soup Master's still walking into some of that half HP because of it. Scarlet Roar trying to get the cap here. Bottom cap not being contested at all.
Nobody's there. The Rain of Vengeance is out. Slyp and Terror are in trouble, but nobody has died yet. Tranquility keeping alive. Drunk Dwarf was on the brink of death. Everybody getting out when they need to get out. Terror, though, that might be changing. He's got to use Pixie Dust just to be able to get that movement speed and get alive, get healed back up. And now a phase shift down to Benzo. Meanwhile, though, Abathur gets caught, and that's huge for them. No more Symbiote to help out. No more giving Carapace an extra damage. And the mid altar grabbed by Butter Chicken. And now the fight rages on in this bottom altar. Heroic abilities that are up. Of course, we have Blink Heal and Disintegrate. A go for the throw is still available. There is the Disintegrate trying to take down Malfurion. Without Tranquility, though, it's going to be a lot harder to keep his teammates alive, and Vala will fall.
Tabron going to be taken out by Soup Master, though. They're trying to turn this around. He's diving deep onto Benzo. Terror did the best he can to heal him up, but Chef Cloud's still very healthy and has a lot of mana, so has a lot of sustain left. Going to the Junk Drawer, but misses the Feral Spirit. They're going to get Brightwing at the same time. Slyp going for a Joanna clone here. Interesting choice there. Gets the Condemn on the Trevor and Drunk, and trying to heal for his fuse, but the Hammerang ends up connecting, taking out Thrall.
And the altar grabbed by Scarlet, maybe out of mana, but still able to channel that. Greymane getting away from this Abathur clone, and the damage is done. Lots of kills, but I believe only 1 death for Butter Chicken. They have a good level lead now with a 13 advantage, although Slyp League is right behind. Losing Abathur meant that for a while there they weren't getting the split soak that otherwise they would have had a big advantage from, at least you know, being able to get that split soak since the fight was so long. But both the altars, which is the big deal, still going over to Butter Chicken.
Dwarf does get taken down. Nice gank here in the top lane from Benzo, Terra, and Tabron. Cody Nem's coming in, going for some big bursts. Raid of Vengeance kit next. But very greedy play. Sundering comes out off to an Abathur mine. Cody getting taken out. At the same time, Abathur dies again in the bottom.
Did Abathur just die to a Malfurion?
I
hope so.
I don't want to embarrass any players right now, so let's politely move.
As a support player, I always cheer on supports when they get the kills.
You are the hero of today, Scarlet Roar. Slaying the noodle himself.
Look at that excellent turn in, or zoom in. Isn't this observing fantastic?
Yay, slaving.
Woo! Okay, so the bottom bell tower goes down, and hey, there are still pumpkin people that they are escorting the top, and that's 1, 2 extra shots just for free there. The top bell tower goes down for Slyp League in favor of them, so at least they are now back and even with shots, but they still did lose a couple of hit points off of their core.
It's a death trap.
Did you remember how to zoom in and you're like really excited about it?
I can zoom in on things now, people. Leeming going for a free disintegrate, not getting any value out of it really. And they do recap their bell tower, so this will be an advantage here for
I'm worried that Abathur's there.
I'm worried that Ball's gonna walk into that bush.
Okay, so Abathur's gonna peace out, picking up the altar. Butter grabs their altar too. I think they would have really wished that they could have gotten into a fight though and taken both, especially with the 16 advantage. But the zoning was very good.
Yeah, really well done. Down to 12 HP on the core though. There's Slyp League running out of life in this game, Gilly. But you know, it's Towers of Doom. We've heard of the stories, the grand heroics from the quick match games that end up on Reddit of the 1 health comebacks. And they have 12, so you know they got plenty of wiggle room, right?
Plenty of room. There was a game that I saw.
Hello.
Goodbye. There's a game that I saw where it ended up being one team was really far ahead, the other team brought it back, and it was 1-2 after an altar, and then a team escorted pumpkins in to.
Didn't we cast that together? That sounds something like we did.
No, that was at dorm.
I lied.
Sorry, but that would have been fun. We would have been freaking out. No, you and I casted the Towers of Doom game with Timbo Storm and Murloc Geniuses, which was nuts.
What's also nuts is these pumpkins walking in for free. That's 3 damage to the core, putting it at 9 HP, meaning this next shrine phase could potentially be checkmate.
Especially if they can't get that bell tower back and bottom. It's been turned for forever.
Yeah. It's been turned for a long time. Now this turn-in won't get it, but there's also a boss on the table, Gilly. So if they get this altar, and then they contest a boss, they can still do this.
Very true. That is a Moonfire build for Malfurion, by the way. Full
Nice.
Moonfire, and then Lunar Shower. So damage Malf incoming. No Twilight Dream though, which makes me sad.
Iron Skin pop very early in this fight, Gilly, as Joanna is diving on the Scarlet Roar. Suns go down the Chef Cloud, fall side with some decent poke, but Cody really isolated from the rest of the team. Blessed Shield comes out, and instantly, annihilated.
She at least distracted, and Chef Cloud's in trouble from Drunkdorf, but the Disintegrate is back in action from the critical mass resets. And those pumpkins are getting pretty close to the core. This will be 3 more shots going in, and 1 health remains on the core of Slyp League. The fight rages on. Murden will get taken out as a 2nd kill for Slyp League, but still a 33-1. Yes, they're coming back into the fight, but man, I don't know if they can. That would be the grandest comeback on Towers of Doom I've ever seen.
Hello.
Slyp, no! Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's fine. But this guy might not be. Soup Master trying to get out of here. Chef Cloud not able to secure that kill. They do end up capping the altar, so it does not end up doing that 1 damage to the core. But the boss is still here, Gilly, which can be contested.
It can be. Murden will be up in 18 seconds. I wondered if maybe we would see Slyp League go up there. They have tied up the levels, and they are starting to rotate around that boss area.
Yeah, they know that this is basically checkmate.
Yes.
This boss point. If they get that. It's not basically checkmate, it's game. So they do have to contest it for the time being. They do have...
Oh,
well,
this is what I'm talking about. Okay, this is good. This is good. Polymorph. All of the damage from Li Ming. Mighty Gust comes out, but it's too late. They take 1 person down, and that person was the really, really important one. The one who could fly up, the one who could stay, but still Vala's in the bottom. They're not over. They've got to send somebody down there now.
Yep, Tavron's trying to rotate down. Can he do it? Trevor Weg and Scarlet War are zoning. And nope, it doesn't matter, Gilly. That's going to be it. There's no getting here in time. Not even with Iron Skin. That's going to be GG. Butter Chicken. You are moving on to Cloud 9.
Congratulations for your victory. You must face Cloud 9 in the next round.
I mean, it was just full control of the game from the get-go, Gilly.
Yeah.
And you gotta be honest, Abathur Brightwing, despite having the double globals, they were not soaking enough. They did not benefit their team enough to where it made up for the loss. I guess not the loss, but the interesting pickups, rather. They did not, they weren't able to keep their team in the game, despite having, what would be an experience advantage. The draft not paying out for them at all.
True stuff. And that will be Butter Chicken taking a 2-0 victory over Slyp League in this round. Do we have some updates on the bracket?
Nope. I could check though.